Hey there. So we live in a world where TikTok and all this social media has got people working on a really short attention span, and somewhere in all that something really fundamental has been lost. And so if you're not a fan of discipline, you want to tune in because this concept could help transform your life. I'm going to share with you guys a concept that I learned from a book by a Navy SEAL that has been truly foundational in just me understanding um, how to position myself economically and what I need to do for my own financial future, right? This is stuff that I began working on literally years ago, just going through a self improvement, self development journey. And this is one of those key principles that I believe are gonna be really foundational if you want to see greater financial success in your life. And if you're ready to take the bull by the horns and take charge of your finances, your personal life, and just kind of get yourself on the path to financial success. So some years ago, I literally started reading books by Navy SEALs and great people like that, military writers, as well as kind of great sports people, athletes, right? Like people that have achieved success in the highest level of their field. I didn't only just read business books. Obviously, I'm a business person. I'm involved in the world of business, marketing, business growth. That's kind of the stuff that I deal with. But I didn't just read just business books because let's face it, in a lot of business books these days are just fluff anyway. You open up the book and you might not learn much that's gonna help you. But when I started reading these Navy SEALs and sports champions, football players, um, basketball coaches, swimming Olympians, athletes that have achieved success in their field at being a champion at the highest levels. And literally, those guys helped change my life. They helped transform my life. I got a lot out of their writing that really allowed me to, funnily enough, make a lot more progress in business, which is very interesting. Now I won't lie. This is a concept, obviously, that David Goggins, the famous Navy SEAL, says a lot. Is like you gotta start with working out, and I won't lie. Me going on that self-development journey, a lot of it started with working out, which I could never have imagined. Right? Like I could never have imagined that working out would be so foundational to even making headway in the business world. Like it doesn't seem like there's any kind of relationship, but I won't lie, that was a pretty big part of it. Working out, if you can work out daily, guys, you're gonna control your own life in a way that a surprisingly small percentage of people on the planet do. Because if you can wake up and then go work out, um, they are exercising a level of self-control and self-determination that nobody else can give you. Only you can give yourself that. And it's why it's a small percentage of the population that has that does that. So that's the first thing. But that was just a foundational thing that I got from David Goggins. But the one that I believe is gonna play a big role in your financial success, because I could see over the years, right? It transformed my financial prospects. It transformed my financial picture, my kind of how I everything that I'm doing, how I'm set up and things like that, and where I'm going and what I'm working on and what kind of my outlook is. And that concept was from the Navy SEAL Jocko Willink of the Jocko podcast. He's got a big podcast, the Jocko podcast. But I wouldn't want to misrepresent. Like I said, the first thing you gotta do, guys, get in the workout habit. Like that right there was just a foundational thing that without it, even this thing, second thing I'm going to tell you, the second concept that will help you achieve financial success is gonna be incredibly harder if you don't do the basic. Do the Goggins advice basic step, which sets you up for success in whatever you're gonna do. Is go work out every day, ideally when you wake up, because that's how you gain control of your own life, and then now you're ready for bigger success. So once you got that handled, the big concept that can make you a lot of financial success, and success is ahead in the world, in the life ahead of you, is this great concept I learned from Jocko Willink's book, and the concept is discipline equals freedom. Discipline equals freedom. And so what I would say to that is that the path to riches is literally paved with discipline. If you can be disciplined, you can pick a direction and you can stick with it for the next 10 years, and you can arrive at a place that looks amazing, that looks incredible. And I remember the time when I started working with these kinds of principles, I was just starting out. I don't think I was even in marketing, which is something that I've now been doing for pretty much the last 5 to 6 years, right? So I wasn't even in marketing. It was something I was vaguely interested in. I knew it was important. You had to market in order to make it a business. But I was actually in technology, right? I was actually doing software development and things like that. And I knew that for me to get to the next level of my career as an entrepreneur, what I needed to do was somehow I needed to find my way to do more with marketing, because I didn't know the space. I was just clueless in it. But I knew that I had hit a ceiling in my professional life in software development at the time, and that I would have to undergo like a huge transformation, literally throw everything I was doing out the window and learn this world of marketing. I didn't know who to learn it from, what resources to use, who was gonna teach me, if this was even a thing that would work. Like, how would you throw out so many years of software development experience out the window, which had taken me a long time to actually learn, right? But I knew, so without undergoing a process of self-improvement, self-transformation, self-development, I literally couldn't have made that transition, nor made headway in it, and I might have been stuck in a career, a professional life that just wasn't moving ahead anymore. Like, I had reached the limits of that, and I just would have been stuck. As an entrepreneur, there's nothing worse than getting stuck. And so through that process of what Jocko talks about, the self-discipline, that discipline, like you don't want to do something, but you need to do it. It's what you need to do. You do it anyway. You wake up one morning and you got a to-do list of things you need to do in business. You don't want to do them. Guess what? You got to do it nonetheless. It's a weekend. It's a Saturday. Your friends are going out to play. You could go out there and just drink beer all day and have fun. But you got work waiting for you on the plate that you got to do. Guess what you got to do? Do the work anyway. And by starting that process of discipline, guys, I cannot tell you how much it impacted me and how much it helped me and how much it helped me in my own self-development journey. And when I look at the real champions, like I told you, I started studying Navy SEALs, I started studying basketball champions, I started studying football champions, I started studying billionaires, I started studying great entrepreneurs. And what I can tell you is when I look at the most successful of them, they tend to be simply the most disciplined. So there's a lot of other things you need to do. Like the workout, I cannot recommend it enough. You're not gonna go too far if you can't handle that. But then beyond that, you also need to work on your discipline. if you can work on your discipline, guys, and become one of the most disciplined people in your space, one of the most disciplined people in your sphere of competition, you're gonna literally rule the field one day. You're literally gonna be the top guy in the field. So there you have it. And I also have some free resources if you're looking for books and downloads to help you grow your business, and the links for this will be in the description.